Hey guys, let's make a sugar skull tumbler. I'm so excited about this one. So we're gonna mix some black coal mica in with our epoxy here, and we're gonna just coat the tumbler with this mixture here, and it's gonna give a nice, beautiful kind of pearlescent black, which comes out really stunning. So since we already have to apply epoxy anyways, we might as well mix some of this magic stuff in here. Alright, so now that we got it on, we're just going to hit it with the heat gun, and that's going to level out, and then we're going to start adding our micas. And I'm using, I don't know, probably at least 10 different micas, and it's just, there is no rhyme or reason to this. We are just going to start throwing these on here and create kind of like this splattered pattern look for our base. Okay, so here we go, let's get started. So Eye of the Tiger is first, and this is from What's Goodies. These will all be posted down below so you know exactly what colors I used. And I'm just using my little spoon that you actually get when you order a mica powder from me. I include these little spoons in with your order. And we're just gonna kind of scoop out a little bit. You can see I'm not getting a lot, and just carefully tapping and just letting that powder fall wherever you would like it to fall. So this purple here, I know I'm kind of giving away a secret, but if you go to my website, you'll see the mystery micas. This is one of the ones included. I'm not going to tell you the other ones because then, well, it ruins the whole mystery part, right? So we're just going to keep doing this with all different colors until this tumbler is completely coated with micas. Once we get all of our micas, we're just going to let this spin about 6 to 7 hours and just let it dry completely. And then we're going to add just a very thin coat of epoxy onto this tumbler. You remember, you want to keep these layers nice and thin because of the shape of the cup. That way we don't end up with kind of like a ring around the lip there. And then what I didn't film is me putting the decal on. So we're gonna just put the Sugar Skull decal on any spot on the tumbler really that you want. And then we just spray paint it with a black flat spray paint. And then you'll see the next part here. So sorry guys, somehow that didn't actually record. Alright, now that we have it all sprayed, I'm just going to very carefully remove the vinyl from our decal here with my tweezers. Just be very careful not to nick the paint. I'd probably let this dry maybe a half an hour. If that, just to make sure the paint was dry to the touch, but I didn't want to wait too long because I didn't want my vinyl to get any residue on the tumbler. So once we get this off, we're going to add the decal again over top of it and create this really fun look. Alright, so here's what the image actually looks like. Isn't she awesome? Oh, I just love this image. So we're just going to push really firmly here, get it on our transfer paper, and you'll notice once I get it on, the bottom of her chin, because it's a curved cup, kind of gets like a little crease in it. So I did film this part just so you can see if it happens to you how to actually fix it. And I just kind of take my X-Acto knife to kind of line it up, and you'll see. And I'm so sorry about the bad angle here. I got nothing. I don't even know how to explain why it did this way, but I'm so sorry. So just go ahead and carefully line up. I honestly just eyeballed it, and it did get slightly off, but because it's black underneath, and by the time we get done with everything else, you really can't tell. So just kind of do your best and line her up on here. Okay, so this is the part I was telling you about where it didn't really lay flat because of the shape of this cup. So what I do is I take my X-Acto knife and I cut just a very tiny little piece right here and just kind of cut it in half, and then I kind of overlap. You'll kind of see what I'm talking about here. I kind of take this piece and overlap it and kind of piece it back together, and I was able to fix it. So like I said, I wanted to record this and show this to you in case this does happen to you, that you kind of know how to fix it. Okay guys, this just keeps getting better. So look at this awesome rose that we're gonna add here to her hair. And I just cut this out on sticker paper and I'm just gonna line it up. The original image does have the rose on it, and so I kind of just copied, pasted, and pulled apart the image to get the flower out. And we're just gonna put her right there. Oh, I just love how this is coming out. All right, now it's time to distress it. Alright, so this part right here, I'm just going to get some acetone and a lint-free cloth and just go around the tumbler the same way that we would do like a geo tumbler, same kind of concept, and I'm just going to go all around because this under part here, our base with our micas, is just too beautiful to leave under the black paint, am I right? So we're just going to go around, again, no rhyme or reason, do as much or as little as you want, and then we'll keep on adding. Alright, so at this point, if you wanted, you could let it dry, seal it, and be done, but we're not going to do that. We're going to add some alcohol inks, because why not? And so I'm just going to use 2 colors of alcohol inks here. I have a purple and a green and a white. And I have the white because you notice when you put the dark color on top of the black, it's not going to show. So by putting the white, that really kind of makes that color pop. And then I'm just taking a glove finger and just kind of patting it and moving it around, and I really was surprised at kind of the effect I was getting here. There's some parts, excuse me, where it almost looks like a smoke effect, and I'm just going to alternate colors going back and forth between the two. I'm not going to cover up the mica part so much. I'm kind of more focusing on the black, you can see, and just kind of going around. And I really love, once I start going around her face, that smoke effect that I was just talking about really kind of starts to come to life, and I was really pleased at how this part came out. Alright, so we have our inks on, and if you happen to see that you got some on her hair or her face like I did here and you didn't want it, I just get some rubbing alcohol on that lint-free cloth and just kind of wipe away. And silly me, forgot to tell you that after I did distress it, I did add a layer of epoxy for this reason. That way, if it didn't come out the way I wanted to or whatever, I could just kind of erase it. So I'm sorry, you guys. Alright, so now we're going to take some Crom Flakes. I've had these for probably 2 years and I don't remember where I got them, but I know Woods Goodies has a bunch of them, so you can probably find some really awesome ones there. And I'm just going to add a little bit of alcohol ink to kind of get these to stick, and just again taking that glove finger and kind of randomly placing it in different spots around the tumbler. I'm not going to cover it too much, but I thought this would be just a really cool addition to kind of just add a little bit more texture to this tumbler, and I'm really happy the way this came out. So this is going to be our last step. I'm going to let this dry, probably a few hours I end up letting this dry, and then I'm going to just very carefully add one more thin coat of epoxy and we're done. So I'm really excited about how this came out. I love experimenting with colors and inks and textures, and so I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, let me know below. Definitely try one out for yourself. I highly suggest it. Seriously, so much fun. So don't forget to join us over at Carly's Creations, Tumblers, and more. I would love to see if you do one. Please post it in there. Show us what you did. And in the meantime, we'll see you on the next video.